The biggest disappointment for Villa would be their midfield got overrun. And apart from individual mistakes defensively, but they got overrun. McGinn is a really good player. Couldn't get in the game yesterday, John McGinn. Couldn't get anything going. I mean, he's their captain. He ended up getting taken off.
Villa kept playing that high line, which can work at times. But when you are coming up against a team that's got runners that want to get in behind, I mean, they were exposed a fair bit, that defensive lineup for Villa. Yeah, they were exploited more than any team I've seen do to Villa. They do play that high line and they're quick enough defensively. If you look at their team, you know that, went off injured, but Tyrone Mings is quick enough. Konsa's quick enough. Matty Cash is quick enough. Digne, maybe not as quick, but he's not slow. He's not sluggish. But Newcastle have got a lot of pace and they break really quickly. Isak can give you 2 or 3 yards and get there. And you know, Anthony Gordon, when he's direct and he goes at people, he causes you problems. Almiron's direct. But you're right to add the second half. I mean, the game got really stretched. But Harvey Barnes, don't give Harvey Barnes space. Because if you let Harvey Barnes get into areas and he's running to goal, that's him at his most dangerous. You mentioned Tyrone Mings. Unfortunately, he had to go off in the game with what looks to be a very serious injury. I know Unai Emery was asked about it, and at that point, he didn't give away too much, but did hint it was an awful injury, a knee injury it looks to be, and it was taken to hospital, I think, as a result. So we await full confirmation of what's happened to him. But, you know, when you think about Tyrone Mings and his career at Aston Villa, which looked to be stalling, I mean, I think at one stage, and we might have even thought it might be moving on because Steven Gerrard at the time didn't seem to want him in the team. He'd taken the captaincy off him, but he really took to life under Unai Emery. And you sort of saw that partnership with Konsa building. It's a big blow to lose someone as important as Tyrone Mings at the start of the season. Bear in mind they've already lost Emi Buendia as well to injury. It's an issue, and Tyrone was probably playing, certainly towards the end of last season, his best football for Villa. It was a tough afternoon. And look, we hope the very best for him because no one likes to see terrible injuries. And but it was a bad day all round for Aston Villa. And I say I'm surprised. I'm not surprised Newcastle won. I was surprised how impressive they really are as a team. And I think even when you're up against a team that are just frightening in every area, and don't get me wrong, I've been there on the other end of it now when you're getting battered and players are coming at you from every angle and you're just thinking, just try and hang into a game. They were never allowed. Newcastle wouldn't let them. I mean, we saw it last season how incredible St James's Park was for Newcastle. I think Aston Villa lost 4-0 there last season as well. So it's not a place many teams will go to and will get all 3 points from, certainly. But like you, I was struck with how far apart both teams looked when you consider how well they both finished last season. Yeah. But I know it's early. I mean, Newcastle made the Champions League and they deserved it last year because I thought they were definitely one of the best 4 teams. I thought defensively they were brilliantly good, effective on set pieces. They've got classy players in there, but the signing of Isak was going to be a slow burner, but as the season developed he got better and better. And they expect a big season. You asked me that question yesterday, and I said top goal scorer apart from Haaland. I said be interesting to see how Wilson and Isak go because they will get goals this season. Do I expect them to get as many as Haaland? No, but you do look at Isak and you think, is there more there? And I think being in the type of team I think they're up against Man City next weekend away, aren't they? I think that's the next game. That's right. Man City. So that's a great setup for next weekend. Thinking, well, Man City, they were okay against Burnley, but they got the job done. They won 3-0. But it'll be so interesting seeing this Newcastle team take on Man City. Because I think last year it was 3-3, wasn't it, at St James's Park? And I think Newcastle were 3-1 up in that particular game. And they really took it to them. So it's a great build-up for next weekend.
Weekend Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.